My name is Felipe, and in this video I'll be showing a collection of solutions that I created for mobile robotics projects using LabVIEW as programming language. So if you come here to my repository, Felipe Ferreira 13, one of the projects, the repositories that I have is this one, mobile robotics solutions. So here it explains it gives the explanation of how each one of the functionalities of the folders and the packages that I created work. So for example, if we come here to subVIs, there is a .md file that explains each one of the subVIs that you can use. What do they do? Okay. And later I'll be showing each one of the main functionalities, how they work and how to use them. So for installing this application, you need to download this file here through the GitHub itself, and then on your package manager you can open this file in order to add and install it into your LabVIEW. This application was created for LabVIEW 2020, the community version, but might be also used for, it can be also used for other versions of the LabVIEW. So here we are installing the application, and then after installing you'll be able to see and visualize in your code this library that brings these applications that you can see through the GitHub. So now it's done. So after installing the library from the GitHub, you'll be able to visualize the resources. So I've created a project that you can see if you come here to National Instruments, LabVIEW 2020, Felipe Ferreira, Mobile Robotics Solutions, and then you'll find this project here. So here I summarized most of the resources and applications that I created for this project. So here in this folder, I will have some tests. So there are individual tests for each one of the main resources we have in this library. And here we have the library itself. Before we go through each one of the tests, I will show you the simulator, which is one of the main resources that we have available. So you can run it here, and then you open a layout file. This layout file, it brings the informations from to a layout, any layout that you can create. Later on, I will show to you how to create your own layout. I've created this one as an example, is the layout for the competition WorldSkills 2022. And it simulates like a hospital environment. So I have my gurney pads, I have some stands for medicines, I have the dispensary for my medicine, and all these objects, they are customizable. So you can create your own object, you can create new objects, and can reuse previous objects that you created before. So here I have all the objects and their positions. Here I have the list of all the walls that we have in this layout, and here are the move points. So through this simulation, I have some resources, mainly for mobility. So for example, I can send my robot to move from any object to any other object. I can show the line of the movement. So let me run here. So now it will start to plot the line. I can show the move points. I can show the object names. Okay. So now my robot is moving from the dispensary to the RS3 object here. I could also change and send my robot to move to any other, let's say for example, G5. Once I press start, my robot will calculate, my system will calculate what are the path that my robot need for going from the dispensary to the G5. I can also move from any point that I want to any point. So for example, let's say 300, 300, 180 to 250, 90. And then my system will calculate what are the path, what are the combination of movements that my robot need for going from this point to this one. I could also go from a point to an object, from an object to a point. You can select the things, the combination that you want. I can also set a path, so I could put here the points that I want my robot to follow. So instead of my system calculating to me the path, I could already set the path to test and simulate the robot mobility. I also have, I can also change the speed of the simulation, so zero point 0.5 be half of the speed. I could make it twice the speed, so you can control the speed of your simulation. And here is showing the task time. So how long would your robot take for going from this point to this one here? Another resource that we have here is this one here. So this, when I enable here, it will start to check if your project, your simulation, your environment that you created allow you to do all the movements that you are supposed to do. It checks if can I go from any point to any point to any object to any object. For example, here I have a layout that works well, so that's why we don't have anything here. But for example, if I add here a new wall, let's say, I will put this wall here. Uh, okay, so I want this wall that goes from here and down here. Okay, so I add a new wall to my layout and it updated to me. So this line here is a wall. And then what you can see, the red line shows you which move point shows the movement that the robot can do from any object to a move point. And the green ones are the points, the path that the robot can do from a move point to another. Since I have a wall here, I can't go from this move point to this one. Okay, that's why I don't have any line here. And if I can't go from here to here, I can't also go from I can't go from these objects to any other one. So what I have here, here are the objects that I can't move at all. There is nothing connected to them. I can't move from them to any other movement, to any other point, to any other object. Okay, so for example, GS3 here. GS3 is this object here. This guy here, since it's very close to the wall, any movement that I could try to do will cause my robot to collide, to hit something. So if I try to move my robot to here, I will hit the wall. If I try from this move point to stop in front of this object, I will hit this wall. So here are the objects that I can't reach. My robot with this layout, with these object positions, can't reach this tree here. Here is the move point that is not connected to any other move point. So E is this move point here. Okay. And here are all the paths that my robot can't do in this layout. So for example, I can't go from my dispensary to the G3. G3 is this one. So I can't go from my dispensary to G3 because I have this wall. So here it calculates all the paths, all the movements that my robot can't do. Okay, until I remove this, the error that for some reason I put or this layout has, and then until it's empty here, I can visualize and fix what's wrong. So here I could delete this wall. Okay, and now I don't have any problem. So my robot can go to any position to any other position that I might want.